the seeds of what we were doing, what we have been doing, were in those first days of taking on what she'd asked me to do. And the cooperation is what I see, cooperating with the will of the ashram and cooperating with her will in some way. One of the amazing things is just the number of people that are teaching, and not only teaching but coming back to learn more and to be here. So it's like there's this Radha web. We have it on the net or the internet, but we also have this group of people, and that's very interesting, because it always seemed that that's what we needed as a group to evolve, like to cooperate with that, to keep on growing and to know what was available to us. And we won't know it unless we develop each person's potential. If we all stick together, then everybody would be able to contribute something, and we may be able to do part of what Swami Radha had done, because we'd all have something to contribute. But if we just tried to do it ourselves, it just wouldn't work. And I see that over and over. I see that she brings us back, or the ashram brings us back, or the teachings bring us back together. And we have to start from there. We have to learn how to do that. It also seems so, and it seems, when we first started, it seems so in touch with something other than ourselves. And it was interesting being in some of the workshops in the East, and we made karma yoga as part of the day. And for some people, it was the first time they worked with just a group of people for the benefit of everyone there, but not for themselves. Like, it wasn't their house, it wasn't their yard. And they enjoyed it so much. And remembering those work bees in that time when we'd all come together and working at a job diminishes it into something else. It doesn't have that job feeling, it has an offering feeling. And the offering is that we can all work in harmony, which is why the temple was able to be built. It wouldn't be built, she said, until we were in harmony with her and the teaching. And it doesn't suit everyone, because we all come, or it doesn't suit everyone at the same time. So there's people that come and go. But the willingness to bring that cooperation in, then is like we're practicing to get stronger to what the essence of what we're teaching, what this temple represents, what the ashram represents. And so the clearer we become, then the easier it is for people to come in. And if it is what they need and what they want, then it's here. It's very clear. If it isn't, then there's just many other paths up the mountain. And so to feel that that this work is our preparation, our evolution, our way to evolve. Just think about what the next 5 years, what you would plan to do. What it holds for you. And you can think of it personally and in your center, so that you have the ashram in the work itself in some way. Like what would it be for you? And how do you determine it? If you could really stretch yourself, if you could really do what you really wanted to do in your life. Because when people have that desire, that emotional desire, that where they can put their emotions behind what they want to do, they are more convincing to themselves and then to other people. So if you really want to do something, people know, and they get behind you. If you're not too sure, well, then there's not much people can do, because then they would have to convince you. And that isn't what Kundalini is all about. It's up to you to investigate, you to question, and you to get your own answers. So you have to find out about your life and your mission in this life, or your purpose, what it is that you have to do. So then when you begin to cooperate with that, you begin to see it unfold. Also the whole idea of the circle, of us coming together in a form that's whole. We often do that in our groups, and in our meetings, and in the temple, and the temple is round. So that there's always this support for you. There's always someone beside you. There's always some encouragement. You can think big.